Buy my bike, sir. Mom didn't. Those few words from a trembling little girl made every biker in that parking lot freeze. But what followed next, no one could have ever expected. Before we start, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and stay till the end, because this story will touch your heart in ways you never imagined. It was a sunny Saturday afternoon, and a group of bikers had just pulled over near a local diner after a long charity ride. Their leather jackets gleamed under the sun, engines still warm, laughter echoing as they shared jokes and stories. They were the kind of group people often judged at first glance: tattoos, rough voices, loud engines, but deep inside, they had hearts of gold. Then, out of nowhere, a small, fragile voice cut through their laughter. "Excuse me, sir." They turned around. Standing a few feet away was a little black girl, maybe 8 or 9 years old, holding onto an old pink bicycle with faded streamers on the handlebars. Her shoes were worn, and her dress had patches, but her eyes were filled with something that didn't belong in a child's face: worry. One of the bikers, a tall man named Marcus, crouched down. "Hey, sweetheart, what's wrong?" The girl looked up, swallowing hard. "Buy my bike, sir. Mom didn't come home." The laughter died instantly. The bikers exchanged confused glances. Marcus asked gently, "What do you mean, she didn't come home?" Tears welled up in her eyes. "She went to work yesterday. She cleans offices downtown. She always comes home before dark. But she didn't. I called, and no one answered. I thought maybe she's sick. I need to go find her, but I don't have money for the bus. So, please, buy my bike." For a few seconds, no one moved. Even the engines seemed to fall silent. Then Marcus took a deep breath and said, "Sweetheart, keep your bike. We'll find your mom." The little girl shook her head stubbornly. "No, please. It's all I have that's worth something. You can have it. Just help me find her." Marcus stood up, his voice breaking slightly. "You keep your bike, princess. You just show us where she works." Within minutes, the bikers were on their bikes again, the little girl sitting carefully in a sidecar, her tiny hands clutching a piece of paper with her mother's workplace written on it. They rode through the city, roaring through traffic lights, until they reached a tall building downtown. The security guard recognized the woman instantly. "Yeah, she cleans here every evening," he said. "But last night, she never left." Marcus's heart sank. Never left. The guard frowned. There was a gas leak in the basement. The building was evacuated fast. Some workers got trapped inside before we could reach them. The girl gasped, "Mommy." They rushed to the local hospital, and after what felt like hours of searching, they finally found her, alive, but weak, lying in a hospital bed with an oxygen mask. The little girl ran to her, tears streaming down her face. "Mommy, I thought you were gone." Her mother opened her eyes slowly and whispered, "Baby, I'm sorry. I didn't want you to worry." Marcus and the bikers stood quietly at the door, trying to hold back tears. The mother had been trapped for hours, helping another janitor who'd been injured, refusing to leave until rescue came. She was a hero, just like her daughter, brave, selfless, and full of love. The next day, the bikers returned to the hospital, not with money, but with something better. They brought groceries, clothes, and a brand new bicycle for the little girl. Marcus knelt beside her and said, "Your bike's not for sale, kiddo. But if you ever want to ride with us, you've got family now." The mother cried, hugging them all. "I don't know how to. Thank you." Marcus smiled softly. "You already did. You raised a daughter who'd sell her only bike to find her mom. That kind of love, that's priceless." From that day, the little girl and her mom became part of the biker family. Every month, the group visited, helped with school supplies, and took her for weekend rides. The once quiet girl started smiling again, her laughter echoing louder than any motorcycle engine. Years later, that same little girl, now grown up, stood before a crowd at a charity event. She was raising money for single mothers who worked cleaning jobs just like her mom once did. Behind her, the same bikers, older, grayer, but proud, watched with tears in their eyes. She said, "I once tried to sell my bike to find my mom. But what I really found that day was kindness, family, hope, and I learned that sometimes, strangers can become angels on wheels." So if this story touched your heart, hit that like button and subscribe, because kindness, no matter how small, can change a life forever. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be someone's angel too.